Hello, what's up, beautiful people? Welcome to NEEMA Quest. I'm your host, Marion NEEMA. And if it's your first time here, please make sure to subscribe, like, share, and comment. I know many of you are wondering who is this beautiful lady over here. As I said before, my name is Marion NEEMA, and I'm going to be bringing you through a beautiful segment that I'm going to be starting, a season that you're going to be enjoying with all the questers around the world. So, specifically today, I'm just going to be doing a brief introduction about myself. So, the first question is, who am I and where am I? So, I am currently living in Australia. Yes. And I have a short journey. My journey has just not started here. It started from somewhere. So I was previously living. I'm actually a Kenyan, as you can see. Us Kenyans, we love. Sisi ni wanasemangaje? Sisi ni wazalendo. Yes. So I'm a Kenyan by birth, and I lived in Kenya, and then I moved to the UK, and then now I found myself in Australia. I'm gonna be doing a whole journey and talking about to you guys. Like how did I find myself here, and all those stuff. So before I give you the juice, yeah, I hope you've seated down somewhere. Make sure to watch, the whole of the video so that it can support me as we grow together. From at the moment we are 150 something subscribers, if I'm not wrong. Let's get to 1000 subscribers, guys. Please support this beautiful lady, and I promise you I'm going to be bringing you authentic content that you're going to like, and also intriguing conversations that as questers, because who are questers? Questers are people that ask questions. Specifically here, it's no judgment, it's free. We are free. We are just a relaxed people. So the questions we are going to be talking about generally is life. Life has brought so many things. At the moment, I'm a counselor in training, so trust me, as I'm going to be doing my counseling, you're also going to be benefiting, and you don't want to miss out on that. So please make sure to stay tuned, and as we enjoy this segment together, also try and enjoy life as much as you can. So today I want to talk about my life as a young lady living in abroad. Guys, let me tell you, we all have different perceptions. Mimi personally, guys, hey, I don't even know where to start. Because, growing up, there's this, and I don't want to be, okay, I'm not going to use a word that is going to land me into trouble. But, growing up, when you're thinking of abroad, you're thinking of something out of you're thinking of something out of this world. But let me tell you, eh? Whatever you don't know, whatever you do not know, just forget about it, guys. Let me tell you, eh? So, I moved to the UK in the year, was it 2022? Yes, 2022, 2021. No, 2022. Yeah. And then I actually moved with my partner. Not that. So, me, I packed my things. As a Kenyan girl, born and raised in Kenya, I'd never traveled anywhere, but I was very excited. Guys, I was very excited moving to abroad. Hakuna kitu ungeniambia, guys. My life, I had already achieved everything. What were you guys telling me? Me, I was on top of the world, let me tell you. So your girl, the time comes, and guys, something else. Why, like, guys, nobody told me. First of all, please let us work hard so that we don't suffer, getting into the plane, and then you are number 30 huko in economic, because my dear, you get tired. You get tired, especially the journey coming to Australia. Oh my God. We'll get there. But let me tell you, I want to work very hard, and not only hard, I want to also work very smart, because I do not want to suffer again. Netinapanda ndege economy. Hey, guys, you suffer. So nobody told me. First of all, I was very excited. It was my first time getting on a plane. That was the first excitement. Leave alone even abroad. Just getting on a plane. Where? You guys don't know. Anywho, so I get ready to go, like meet my partner in the UK. And choo, your girl gets on the plane, economy, because that is where we know you scratch your back where you can. So we got on the plane all the way to the UK. I got on the plane all the way to the UK, and I landed. Like, guys, all that excitement I had. Aki, all that excitement I had when I just landed Heathrow Airport. Nililand tu hivi Heathrow Airport. Ile excitement yote from here to here. Guys, I don't know. I do not know. Yani, the spirit I had just came boof. I felt, where did the excitement go? Guys, hey, me, I think I was just thinking of another world. Then I got there, and shock on me. Guys, all these countries are just like any other country. The only difference is our countries are developing. Their countries have developed. And you cannot blame us. You cannot blame us, guys. We've tried just because of bad leadership. But honestly, as a people, we are trying. Even you guys, we are trying. Yeah. So I got to the UK. Was I excited? That is not an understatement. I was excited because sasa finally I was gonna post, hey, kwanza I changed the bendera. The flag that is usually, especially my social media platform, TikTok, Instagram. Facebook I didn't change. But TikTok and Instagram. Number one thing, what did I do? I changed. So how would you know that your baby girl has moved to abroad if she doesn't change, the flag? So I changed the flag, Sha. Now everything you write is, anything you write has to include UK. No, UK. Yani you just have to show people that you've moved to abroad. Don't worry. Don't blame us. You can't blame us. I'm telling you. Anyway, but traveling is good. Traveling is good because one thing I've learned in my midst of traveling, is it gets to open your mind. You see how other people live. Because growing up in a particular place, you've grown up in Kenya, you just know your way of life. But once you've come outside here and and you interact with other people living different lifestyles, you'll be like, where? Okay. Eh? Good. So don't be bothered. You guys, mko tu sawa. The only difference is these guys are here and us, we are getting there. We are not here, we are getting there. Because even this Australia has shown me another different type of world. Yani, everything is all differently together. Anyway, so I got to I got to the UK, and the challenges I really faced, especially starting, was finding a job. Guys, it took me 4 months to get a job. And what people really don't talk about is when you get to abroad, most of the jobs that are available, hata kama umefanya engineering, wadau, hata kama umefanya engineering, the most jobs that are available at that moment are care jobs, and you can't blame us. You cannot blame us. So most of the jobs that I was getting are care jobs. And one thing I didn't want to do is I didn't want to be a carer, especially for old people's home. And it's not like anything, and na sio kwa ubaya. Because I'd already had a lot of negative things about it, and I was really, like, my mind was really not there. I really didn't want to work as a carer, especially in an old people's home. So me, I struggled, guys. It took me 4 months for me to get a job. I used to do interviews. I did more than 100 interviews, guys. I applied for jobs. Indeed, they have my CV. Guys, I applied for jobs, total jobs. Me, I was applying for jobs left, right, and center. There's a time I even got very sick because, hey, guys, I'm gonna talk about that later. Cause I think I have that video of the house we were living in the UK. Guys, you leave your beautiful home back in Kenya, and then you go live in a studio in the UK. It is in winter. The house is looking like, hey. First of all, the amount you're paying for that house, leave that aside. Now, the house you're living in, there is no hot water. It is winter. And there's no heaters. It is winter. The landlord of that house, I don't want to be, okay, I don't want to sound arrogant, I'm rude, but that guy was just horrible. Like, I can say that. Because tell me why he left us for 3 months to stay without heating and hot water. Every time, like literally, I got very sick. I was actually starting to get depressed. I told my partner, you know what, babe, I think me, I want to go back to Kenya because this is not what I signed up for. Like it was bad. I got a very bad chest infection. I was coughing mucus with blood. Guys, that is how UK welcomed me. But it's okay. We move on. Anyway, so I finally got a job after 4 months of working and staying at home and applying for jobs and getting depressed kidogo kidogo. But you know what, guys? God is not a God of jokes. God is not a God of jokes. And I say that's meaning it. Because after I got my job, guys, my heart settled. I got the best colleagues. And I want to shout out, guys, before I even say what type of job I was working. I want to shout out to all my colleagues back in the UK. You guys were the best. May just God bless you wherever you guys are. Somebody else that I really want to bless, I bless the manager. You know, first of all, the company I was working with, Certitude, it's a very good company. May God bless them, you know. And my manager, Fumi. Oh, you know, wherever you are, the steps that you walk in, you know, may God open doors for you. May you never lack. Because you just made my life in the UK as a manager so easy. Yani, may just may God fulfill your dreams and the desires of your heart. Because you are not, you are a mom. Yani, she's the definition of a kind human being. This lady is just heaven sent. Guys, somebody that doesn't know you but treats you, you know, yani, this woman, I would say so much, but God knows I really love her and I cherish her because she made my life so easy. She was the best manager. She was, yani, I give it to her 100%. God knows me everywhere I would go, I would talk about my manager because, yani, guys, God bless her, man. God bless you. So, I did an interview with her, guys. The job I got is to work as a mental health support worker, but in the community. So we would mostly work with, you know, the local authorities. And since I had no experience, I did get some training. But trust me, by the time I finished, by the time I was getting out of that job, hey, I was a guru. I was a guru. Right now, I know mental health inside and out. So I'm also gonna be bringing you some of the things that I learned in the process. Yes. So guys, when I was doing my interview, let me tell you, because me, back in Kenya, you know, like the way houses are built back at home, like you would know this is someone's house. But in the UK, because the UK is actually a very small island, most of the houses actually built besides the road. So me, like we had gone with my husband and our friend Josephine, you know, to get some shopping. So look at me. By the way, I don't know if I was just naive or what was wrong with me, because that same day is the day I had an interview. So it like we got late in the market. We had gone to Bristol. Is it Bristol? There's this market in the UK that it has so many Africans. I think it's Bristol or something. Yes. So when time for my interview came, I just went. Me, I thought that was an abandoned house, guys. So I went and sat at the doorstep of that house. Actually, I didn't know that was someone's house. And guys, that was the person that was in that house was a typical Brit like lady. She Mendy had already like logged in and I had started answering questions in the interview. Guys, that lady just came out of the door and started shouting at me and started throwing words at me. And I'm in the middle of an interview. Guys, having in mind, 4 months I've not had a job. I was broke, by the way. Hold on that thought. Hold on that thought, guys. This is just a disclaimer, please. I know, yeah, like we're in abroad. Like if you see your family member in abroad, guys, we don't always have money. Guys, the money you have here, you work for it. Literally, you work for this money. It doesn't come easy. I mean, please just at least give somebody time to just settle down and rest. Me, I got into the UK within 3 weeks. Somebody was asking me for money for capital. Are you guys serious? That person, are you serious? Asking me for money for capital. Some like you guys, manze, let us just style up, please. It's not fair. It's not fair. Guys, if you see somebody sending you money from abroad, they've worked so hard. Hey, guys, if I tell you the shifts we do here, there's some people who don't get to sleep. People do 4 jobs. People do 2 jobs to be able to sustain their life. It is not all rose and gold as people show on the internet. Where? Can you just let people be, please? Anyway, back to where I was. So hey, the lady chased me. Guys, in the middle of the interview, I got confused. Words went away. Thank God. I really appreciate my manager. So, what the manager told me is, she told me, you know what, Marion, it seems like you're really not ready at the moment. What I'm going to tell you to do is, tomorrow I'm going to give you another appointment. I'm not going to cancel you. Come back to the office. So, she gave me the address, and I went to do the interview in the office. So, I went to the office the following day. I got to do the interview, and I passed. Guys, if it was another person, they would have just said, you know what, this is just a joker. This is seriously a joker. They don't know what they are doing. You know what, let's just cut them off. But this lady was so, yani, God bless her. Because that is not something that happens normally. Anyway, I also thank God for that. So, yes, eventually I got the job. I did my training, got the job. And I started working as a mental health support worker. And guys, life continued getting better. It did start getting better because also one thing is she used to work around because I go to church on Saturday, and sometimes you'll work for some companies that will be like, you know what, you do you, but you have to work. Me, the people I worked with, like the team I worked with, we would always try as much as possible to fill each other's gap. If you're not around, I feel your gap. If I'm able to do it, I do it. It was just an awesome team, honestly. So I worked in Certitude, and everything was well. That company, me personally, I give them tick 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 tick, five five star, 5 star. They were all good. My life was easy with them. So and also thanks to Susan, who helped me, get that job. That's a friend of mine. Yeah. So my life in the UK was okay. Something I didn't like about the UK is the cold, guys. The cold, the UK is very cold. The weather is, I'm not going to use that word, but the weather is just like this. Sorry. The weather is just like this. Yeah. It's cold in the morning. It's hot in the evening. It's sunny one moment. It's raining. You experience all the 4 weathers in one day. So that is one thing I'm loving about Australia. Can you see the sun behind me? I just love it here. Yeah. I also got to meet some good family members that became like some few friends who became family members. And honestly, for me, UK has become another home. I know I can always go back to the UK because I have people that I love, I cherish, people that see me as their sister, I see them as a sister. And sometimes I think about it and I'm very emotional because when I was leaving the UK, guys, I was I was I was not mentally prepared. Like I think I was not like fully and not fully accepted the move. So especially with my friends, guys, I was a bit devastated with that. I had mixed emotions, especially the last day, that day of coming, guys. I cried from morning to evening. Yeah, you won't believe it. I cried because I was looking at my friends and I'm like, oh my God, where am I going to find these beautiful souls again? But I thank God for life. I thank God that if I want to, to visit the UK, I just need to, get an air ticket, book and whatever, and just go. Sometimes it's just that distance and the fact that I still am gonna talk to them over the phone, but just that physical touch sometimes. Yeah, but it's fine. It's life anyway. But yeah, so for me, I would say the UK was pretty good to me. The only downside about the UK now, my partner is gonna talk about this when I host him, here, so that you questers can get the answers you need, especially people that want to move to the UK and come to Australia, because he is a nurse and he has better knowledge about that. But most people are now moving from the UK to Australia. Others are going to Canada. Others are going to the US because of the pay. Guys, please, NHS, we can do better. We can do better, guys. Nurses are overworked and underpaid. That's the problem in the UK. So most nurses move. They pack their bags, they move to where they feel at least they're appreciated better. Mostly, especially here in Australia, I'll tell you for sure, there's work life balance. In the UK, yes, you'll work 3 days, but trust me, by the end of the month, you look at your pay and you're like, if you don't do an extra job, you'll sleep hungry. I'm telling you, in the UK, becoming homeless is today and tomorrow. If you lose your job today and you don't have somewhere to get income or somebody to give you money, I promise you, you will become homeless. You will become homeless because one thing in the UK is people don't borrow each other money. Yes, people don't borrow each other money there. I'm telling you, that land, the pound is very strong, but you're given very little. Very little. If you don't if you do not know how to manage your finances, you'll always be working. You'll never get time off because you'll be doing one job, you're doing the other job. You'll be doing another job, you'll be jumping from job to job because the pound, as I said, the pound is very strong, but you're given very little. Anyway, so me personally, my life in the UK was okay. I was earning, if I convert it into Kenya shillings, I would say I was earning, yes, up to 500,000 a month. I would say that, yes. Up to, let's say 400, 500,000 a month, which was not too bad. So if we combine it with my partner, it was a good income. It was a good income, but definitely not better than what we're getting here. So that was then, because I can actually say it. My pay per hour in sorry in in the UK when I was working was it 13? I think it was £13 an hour if I'm not wrong, which it here it is, if I convert it into pounds, it is triple that per hour. So yeah, and also the advantage of also one thing I've also love about Australia is during the weekends you get double pay. So if I'm getting 22 pounds an hour here, on a weekend I get 44. See, it's really good. Nurses also here, like I've seen, they like, if you have a family, it's very easy to balance because they work 5 days a week, but it's an 8-hour shift. Also here, in the UK, they had this thing where you cannot do more than 20 hours extra, per, I think it's per week or something. I'm not sure. But here, if you finished your shift, if you finished your 8-hour shift, and you feel like, you know what, I'm not tired, I can still do another 8-hour shift, go for it. You'll get paid double, and you're gonna do your shift, easy peasy. So yeah, so the main reason why we moved to Australia, honestly, for us, is work-life balance and also just better opportunities. What I can see, or what I can say so far, my experience here in Australia is, first of all, the people are very lovely. They are very lovely people, and I don't know, it's because we live in the rural areas, because we are currently living in Mudgee in New South Wales. It is a regional area, but I'm telling you, this is just not any regional area. This is a posh regional area. I'm telling you, I'm gonna do a video. Actually, I'm gonna do a vlog where I'm gonna be showing people their estates around this area I'm living in. Guys, if you guys are talking about Runda, or I don't know, Kileleshwa, leave that alone, guys. We have houses here in Mudgee. Houses. Guys, something else that also was a shocker for me when I came is, guys, tell me why people drive here big cars. Here driving a big car is, and when I talk big cars, I'm talking about the Ram, the big ones. I'm talking about if it's Volkswagen, zile kubwa. If I'm talking about this car, Ford, like the big trucks, people say it's because of the kangaroos, but I don't know. I would say driving here in Australia is very easy because when we came, was very difficult also in the UK, was getting a car. We were driving a small Toyota Yaris, which when we came here, we were actually able to get a brand new zero mileage MG. So I would say Australia is a good country. It welcomed us with open arms because we also came as permanent residents. That's also another tick we give to Australia. And I would say so far, because this should be my second month in Australia, I'm still learning. We're going to be learning together as we grow. But I would say so far, so good. I love the people. Me personally, I love this place. As I said, I'm in a rural area, so there's a lot of fresh air. We have a lot of organic food here. And I have a job, guys. I was able to enroll, and start my counseling course or my counseling school, and hopefully within 2 years, I'm gonna be able to finish and start practicing as a counselor. Which also here it's actually a job that is in the market demand, and the pay is also very good. And what I've noticed is if you package yourself very well here, you can be able to grow. Like you can be able to tap on the opportunities around here and grow. Because also something else I've noticed here, there's no job that is, I wouldn't say, like there's no job that is here. Like how do I say it? Because I'll say the worst job that people think about, people will be like, especially when you are, the mindset at home, people will be like, me, I cannot go and do a cleaning job, blah blah blah. But I'll tell you here, me personally, and I have no shame saying this, I applied for a cleaning job, part-time cleaning job. I'm here to start a part-time cleaning job. Like I'm still in the process, in the minings. And guys, if you know about the mines here in Australia, that is where the money is. So I applied in the hospitality sector, and it's gonna just be hospitality, cleaning, and all those things. But the pay, ah, anyway, I'll be showing you guys as I show you guys around the mines and those places. And I also get to know, what really happens inside there, and get to interview people. And people will really tell us, like, um how jobs in the mines are, and the benefits, so that if there's somebody that can apply and come over and work, why not? So yes, I'm here to start that job, but I decided to take it as a part-time job because at the moment I intentionally decided to remain as a casual where I'm working. I decided to remain to take casual, what's called, I'm a casual worker, because I didn't want to take a permanent position, because that them when I was starting anyway, they were not even offering. So at the moment I'm a casual. And then I said, you know what, sometimes, when you're a casual, sometimes you don't get shifts. But when you have been getting shifts most of the time, but I just wanted a part-time permanent job, because of buying a house, because I want to get to buy a house here very soon. So that is the reason why I got to apply the job at the mines. And yes, things are going on well. Yeah, guys. So I would say Australia is good so far. I'm liking it, I'm loving it. Something else is I had to learn how to drive by fire, by force, because here we don't have public means of transport. The only public means of transport that is available is for school students. Yes, school students, school for primary, I think it's primary, elementary school students, and high school. But any other person that is not a student of that, you have to drive your own car, or you have to take the taxi, which is very expensive. So driving here is compulsory. Uh-huh. What else something else is, people also ask about the snakes. And guys, let me tell you, the snakes is no joke. I personally met with one. I was doing my walk, some exercise, and I met with one black snake. Thankfully it was dead, but yes, there are snakes here, but they're in the bushes. So if you go looking for them in the bushes, you'll find them. Mostly they don't come to people's homes. The kangaroos are very real here. Kangaroos here, they're like pests, because like this is their home, that is one. But sometimes they've become, uh, how is it, how should I say it, like, should I say, they become uncontrollable, or like, because they really give birth very quickly and in large numbers. So sometimes its population can become, you know, an hindrance to the ecosystem. So most of the time you'll find them being killed on the road when people are driving, because when you're driving, so especially when you're living in the rural areas, most people don't drive at night because of the kangaroos. If they hit your car, they wreck your car out, and your car becomes, you know, you can't use it anymore. Yeah. Apart from that, we have spiders, which they're gonna say, people say they come mostly during summer. I've not yet seen any, but I know the spiders to watch, not to touch or to go near them. Yeah, basically that's it. Honestly, I'm just been 2 months here, almost 2 months, so I really don't have much to say on the negative side. I have more positives than negatives to say about Australia at the moment. Probably somebody who's lived here for a long time will have, something different to say about it. Um, just because generally life in abroad is very boring, especially if you don't have somebody that you know. It can be very challenging, especially when you're moving to a new country and you don't know anyone. It can be a bit, frightening, and you are in fear because you don't know where to start. But once you just get into the dive of it, you'll just get used to it, because you have to be socially, uh how should I say it, socially what, um gosh, I'm forgetting the name to put. Anyway, I'm forgetting the word to put it. But you have to allow people, you no you, yes, you have to be socially accepting. You have to be socially accepting and allow yourself to interact with people. You have to be an open person. You can't stay with your closed mindset. You have to be an open person. Allow yourself to interact with other people. Choose if you don't like them, that's okay. If you like these ones, you go with the people that you like. But generally, you're gonna enjoy life. I would say, if I was getting the amount of money that I'm getting here, would I stay back at home? Absolutely, guys. If you're earning a good amount per month back at home, or if you're in business and you're making a lot of money, you don't need to come to abroad. It is like, honestly, you'll enjoy your life there than here. Because here, as much as you're earning that amount of money, let me tell you, you'll be earning a lot of money here, but the expenses and lifestyle will that money will just be going back to the expenses, lifestyle, bills, and everything. So you also have to package yourself very well so that you can be able to save money and do other things. Yeah, guys, basically that's it. I decided not to like go to specifically and talk about this topic, because if I start talking about this like specific topics, the conversation is also gonna be long. But eventually we are gonna dive into different topics, like how's raising kids here in abroad, and also, like, is it easy, is it hard? Just first of all, don't even say it's easy. Put that aside. Being easy is for another day. It is not easy. Yeah. If you come with your family, especially if you have kids, it is not easy at all, guys. We'll talk about in another episode or another segment. But yeah, basically that's it for today. Yeah, just wanted you guys to be able to know who I am, and just to know my background, just a bit of my background story and where I've come from. Yeah, and I know, like, I just jumped in and dived in from, like, from Kenya to the UK. But yeah, I'm basically from Meru. Yes, I'm from Meru, but I grew up in Mombasa, and also I grew up in Eldoret in Baraton, and then I went to high school in Kirinyaga. Yeah, Kirinyaga, Kirugoya, like Kirinyaga, Kirugoya, uko ndani. So yeah, basically born and brought up in the village and town. I would say that. I love people. I love interacting with people. I love communicating. I'm a love person. Like, I'm a lovely person who loves people. I love talking. Just love interact. I love life. That's it, guys. I just love life. I'm a very easygoing person. Me, I don't like stress. I don't like stress. I don't like pressure. Yeah, those two things, stress and pressure, are not things that I like, and I don't do well with them. So yeah, that's it, guys, for today. If you have any questions, or you have any specific topic that you want me to talk about, please make sure to put it on the comment section, And without further ado, guys, I'm gonna end this video here, and I'll see you guys in my next episode. Make sure to subscribe, like, share, and comment.